Welcome to the Second City Sports Chat. I am your host, Ryan Ebner, alongside Dan Frigo and Pete Argus.
Welcome to Second City Sports Chat, everybody. I am Dan the Freakster Frigo, alongside Joey Catrano, Pete Argus, our host, Ryan Ebner.
Welcome to the BJ Show, everybody. I am Joey Real Talk Catrano. I am Ryan Green Machine, and this is the Big J Show.
Hi everybody, this is the Big J Show. I'm Dan the Freakster Frigo, alongside Joey Real Talk Catrano and Ryan the Green Machine Edner.
From Twitch.tv, Undead Red Bull himself, David Tuttle. From North Carolina, Brendan B.K. Kennerly. Guadalupe Hilmoyolana Escobar. El Primo Carlos Amaya. The 2P and 2G God, Slap Nugget, a.k.a. the Casio Wizard, Nick Falcons. Joey, Real Talk Catrano. Sal, the Strongman Catrano. Go from the West Coast, Best Coast, Dan the Freakster Frigo, Petey Tahiti, Big Papa fucking Sunshine himself, Metal Mike, and I am your hostess with the hostess, Ryan Green Machine Ebner, and this is Amalgamation Nation. Welcome in to Amalgamation Nation, the 100th episode of the show. I am excited, and I am your hostess with the mostest this evening, Ryan Green Machine Ebner, a.k.a. BB, a.k.a. member of Swole Team 6, a.k.a. the man followed on Twitter by John Cena himself as of October 24th. That is still accurate, and liked by Olivia Munn. And also the two-time Garage Champ. And tonight, I am joined by, from the West Coast, Best Coast, Dan the Freakster Frigo. Dan, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. How are you doing today?
Oh, I am doing just lovely. It's a great Saturday evening. You know what I'm saying? Pretty
Hell
hyped.
yeah, man.
Of course, great. I'm also joined by Petey Tahiti Argus. How's it going, Pete?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. It's football weather, so I'm doing fantastic.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's the Midwest is cold. It's hit.
It's finally,
yeah.
It's like finally nice in Phoenix.
Oh,
It's like it's not 100 degrees anymore.
oh, it's like 40 here. I was like, this is kind of cold.
Oh no,
Yeah.
not that bad.
It was 75 here yesterday, and it was like 44 today. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
We got
It's good.
from North Carolina, Brendan B.K. Kennerly. How's it going, B.K.?
Nothing much, just chilling. What about y'all?
Oh, you know, just doing the moves. We got from Twitch.tv, Undead Red Bull himself, Mr. David Tuttle. David, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Oh, yeah. And I've got Guadalupe Hilmoyolana Escobar Jr. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. How about yourself?
Oh, you know what? I'm peachy keen. And
Just peachy?
oh yeah, just peachy. Not apples or oranges, just peachy.
Just peachy.
Just
Alright.
peachy. And rounding out the group, Big Papa fucking Sunshine himself, Metal Mike. Mike, how are you, my friend?
I am here.
Yeah, I got it. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's the 100th episode. I'm excited. If you were to probably, AKA always late. Fuck you, Carlos. I just read that piece of shit. That's true. If you were, when you listen to this live on your podcast platforms, you'll hear the intro. When you watch it on YouTube, you'll see the intro. Everybody will see it. It took a lot of work because Mike is like the Gordon Ramsay of intros, where I send him them and I'm just not good enough. They weren't good enough for Mike, so I had to keep redoing them. But I am actually really excited about this. First and foremost,
So what you're saying, hold up, I'm sorry to interrupt, but what you're saying is if nobody likes it, blame Mike.
yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, Mike.
It is cooked to perfection, though. Finally, some good fucking audio.
It was. I was so happy with the one I did last night. I loved it. And this man goes, no, that shit's shitty. And I was like, what?
Trash.
I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And here I am at 1 a.m. trying to fucking do this shit, pissing me off. You can listen to all of our episodes, all the 99 episodes before it, on your podcast platform of choice. Just search Amalgamation Nation. On Twitter, it's at AMNationPod. That's the same on Instagram as well. Go ahead and follow us on there. Facebook.com/AMNationPod. You can find us on YouTube. Search Amalgamation Nation, or just click the pinned tweet on our Twitter. It's way easier. You can find us on Twitch.tv/UndeadRebel, where David is streaming, and we be doing our podcast live just like this one. Hit him with a follow and give him a sub. While you're there, go to Twitch.tv/slap_nugget. 2 P's and 2 G's. Also on Twitter, at Josh Barlog, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Natty Nights, live on his Twitter, 8 p.m. Central Time, or find that on podcast platforms of choice. And, of course, if you're looking for some Amalgamation Nation merch and some Undead Rebel merch, go to undeadrebel.tv/merch and get yourself some today. Now, to start things off here, people might not know that we've had like 5 names for the show over the last so many years. So many moons ago, I think, Pete, we just graduated. I want to say we had just graduated high school. And
yeah, I think that's accurate.
I think so. And
back in the day.
Way back in the day. We were, I was doing a show with Josh from Natty Nights and our buddy Corey called Joe's Talking Pros. And then stopped doing it. I really wanted to still do podcasting. I remember talking to Dan and then Pete, and we're like, we should just do it. So we started doing a podcast where we just talked about sports, the 3 of us. It was Second City Sports Chat. We eventually brought in Joey Real Talk Catrano. Started doing Second City Gaming. That was pretty dope. It's funny because as I was going back through there, you can find some of the old episodes on YouTube. And I was going back and I'm listening. I'm like, wow, we were just straight up ripping people's music for intros. I was just using Kanye West, fucking Will.i.am. I was using fuck a copyright. Didn't give a shit. Which is pretty great.
Whole statement.
It was. I was like listening to it. And I'm like, oh, that's illegal. I'm not supposed to. Wasn't supposed to be doing that. But then
it was against DCMA.
Yeah, right now, yeah, it should have been pulled down.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is still our most listened to podcast today? Is it still the Road Trip SummerSlam?
Yes, 100%.
Is it seriously?
Yeah, over 800 listens. It's wild.
No shit.
Wild. I don't understand how that happened.
God.
We went on. Dan and I went on a road trip to visit Pete at in Ohio, at his school.
Let's go.
And on the way home, WrestleMania 31 was going on, and we recorded it live as we were driving. I set my phone between us, and it was great because when you listen to it, you can hear like the subtle noise of the road underneath the tires. It's pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. It was on SoundCloud, and I randomly checked it. And I was like, why does this have 800 listens? I don't even know what this. Like, I didn't know. I wasn't promoting things back then. I never did really a whole lot of that because there wasn't a lot of it. So I always think about that too. If I would have really pushed it, we would have just pushed hard. The market wouldn't have been as saturated as it is now. But after that, we started doing the gaming podcast stuff too. That was pretty dope. And then it became Big J and BB Show with Joey and myself. We did that for a while, and then adding everybody as we went, right? Adding whenever Pete and Dan were home, we'd bring them in. Then we added Mike and Junior and David and Sam. We've had Nick on. We've had Carlos now on. We got BK into the mix. And then when it became like, Big J and BB Show is cool. It's a cool name, but it really references only Joey and myself, whereas I've always viewed this show as it's everybody. It's not just me. It's not just one person or 2 people. It's the whole group, which then led to the name change to Amalgamation Nation because of Mike, because he's a nerd and thought of big words. So pretty dope, if you ask me. But here we are now on the 100th episode. I'm super happy.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
Don't forget the name Sports and Stuff with the boys.
Yeah, that one didn't make it off the books.
Yeah,
Whoa,
you know
whoa,
what,
there you
Dan?
go.
You can. Hey, Dan. You know what? You could suck it. You know,
Hey, whoa,
hey, man. We got a
I am trying to
segment
help
right
you
now
out.
called Turnover
I-
Tuesday, and that was mine. So suck it, Dan.
Okay, you came right back. It still doesn't make up for Tyler Eifert, but it makes up for something.
Hey, Dan,
I
you're
like
100% right. Nothing will make up for Tyler Eifert.
I like that though. Turnover Tuesday. That's like a holiday of mine. Hangover Sunday.
There it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You do, and which will lead me into, I guess we'll do it now. So because of schedule changes, with work and everything else, we are going to be moving the shows. Friday nights will be when we'll do our gaming show. I have it marked as around the console, but that's definitely up for debate about whatever the fuck we decide to call the gaming show. It can't be Gaming Weekly. That's real fucking generic. It's gonna have to be something else that we call it. But we'll figure that out. We'll shoot for, it'll probably be around 11 Central Time at night, because I get off work late now, so that's pretty shitty. But it's cool. The podcast will always be up the next day anyway, and on YouTube. The sports stuff, we're going to play it by ear and do them on Saturdays. What time? It's whenever everybody's available. Those don't usually get put on Twitch anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. And then the Weebisodes, which continue to gain steam. Let me tell you, me, Junior, and Mike's little baby, the Weebisodes, just continue to grow, and I love it.
I'm honestly surprised about that, because I was thinking, like, out of all the podcasts that you guys do or that were included, with the gaming stuff, I figured the gaming and the sports would be the top two. But the fact that Weebisodes is slowly catching up at a steady rate, that's just wild to me.
Yeah, bro. People love anime titties.
They do, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Actually correct.
Yeah, we do like some anime titties over here.
Thinking like,
Wait. Carl's like, where the fuck am I? This is wild. But with the Weebisodes, what's so crazy is we did the Evangelion review. Probably to me, still one of my favorite shows we've ever done, because it was just so orchestrated perfectly. Thanks to Mike. Mike did that, wrote all the notes. And we're gonna be I'm finishing up Cowboy Bebop. I'll be done here soon. We'll do a Cowboy Bebop in review, which is gonna be also pretty awesome. And then I think we decided we're gonna take the next few episodes just to do regular Weebisode episodes where we just talk about anime news and what we've been watching.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we'll pick another show to do.
Yeah, we'll do just our normal, bullshit about what we're watching. What do we think the next season's gonna be like? And then later down the road, because these heavy hitter ones, they take a little bit of time, so we'll do that every now and then.
Yeah. We know Dan's on the Naruto journey.
Yeah, we gotta tease them a little bit before we just unzip and plop it in front of them.
Oh, of course.
I'm on like season 4 right now.
You gotta give them a show first.
Oh, you're on season 4 already, Dan?
Yep.
Oh, good. You're making great moves. I love it.
Quiz him. I don't believe him.
No. Oh yeah, I should, right?
Oh.
Now I gotta remember what's in season 4. Fuck, I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I don't.
But that's just another thing. I'm really excited to continue to push Weebisodes. It's been super fun to do. But we're making progress, which is great. Which leads me into, I'm going to ask everybody what they enjoy about the show, and honestly something you would like to do, whether it would be something that you think certain people or you want to be a part of, or what we should add. I'll start with you, Dan, as the elder. You and Peter are the elders besides me, so I'll start with you. So Dan, what have you enjoyed about this show? And then what would you like to see added, or what we would do?
So I really like about the show is that it kind of gets like a big group of people like us to kind of have something to do all together. Sit here, have different topics to talk about, whether it's games, anime, even you guys did talking about the debate and the election. You talk about technology. We can do anything, honestly. It's kind of cool we can come together as a group that kind of had all the same interests and just discuss about a topic and have other people that can listen to what our take is on different things. So it's something that I thought was really cool to do. And I like how we kind of jumped on it from the beginning. Podcasts when we started were just coming around, honestly. So it's kind of cool to be part of that journey and see how popular it's gotten over the years since you kind of started with it.
100%. Now, what would you like to see added, or something for us to do?
I think a cool thing we should do, since we do things about video games and technology and stuff like that, I think we should do specifically podcasts on technology that comes out, like whether it be phones, laptops, computers, anything in that realm. Just like talk about like what we think about it coming out, like just kind of give our own review. We could do like graphics cards, how we talked about the third generation NVIDIA GeForce cards coming out. So I think something like that would be kind of cool. And then this is kind of just for shits and giggles, but I think it'd be cool if like David, utilize your basement. You could get like a bench seat, bar table. Have everybody sit down there. You could do like an actual like video recording set and have people call in as a conference call and everybody together kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Dope. I like it.
Look
Also,
into that.
joining the show, Sal the Strongman Catrano. How's it going, buddy?
Shalom.
It's going well. Sorry, I took a little bit. I had to go take care of some stuff downstairs.
All right, let's restart the entire podcast now. So
Run it back.
All right, Ryan, let's delete
All right,
it.
hold on.
Delete.
Welcome in.
I didn't hear you count the 3. I heard 2.
Oh shit! Sorry. That's
Sorry if I'm a little
like
out of
power.
breath. I just had her go run a mile and do 55 push-ups.
and then come back, and now you're here.
Dude, I ran downstairs and I'm out of breath.
I was dying.
I have to get to the
Gotta get done
show.
quick.
He's just running.
No, I wasn't running because I was trying to get here. I was running because Sarah fucked me up.
So what we're on right now, Sam, I just asked Dan, what have you enjoyed about this show and something you would like to see us do? I'll let you think on it before I get to you because you just got here. I'll let you think on it. But
settle in.
yeah, let it settle. But I'll go to you, Pete. What do you like about it, and what would you like to see us do?
Well, I mean, Dan had a great answer, so this is really tough to top. So I just didn't expect that great of an answer from Dan. To start off.
Of all people.
So
I feel like it's a backhanded compliment. Like he honestly just expected you just to spew shit from your mouth.
It's good.
Dan, I thought you were gonna shit the bed. So that's what I expected. I thought this.
Man,
was gonna be
I am
easy,
good under
so-
pressure sometimes, man. I'm like Tom Brady in fourth quarter, dude. I come back.
Is it fourth down?
We're just starting.
Can you remember if it's fourth?
I'm gonna get the fifth.
All right.
I get the fifth
But no,
down.
in all seriousness, no, I think Ryan, I know you touched upon this like at the beginning. Just the journey, like the podcast has like gone through to what it is now is I think is just so fantastic. I mean, we've gone from this little sports podcast that we might do like every couple months to we have everything scheduled. I mean, there's a gaming podcast, anime, like sports, and everything's so structured now, and I think that's fantastic. I think you've done a great job, and I mean, obviously everybody pitching in and doing their part when it comes to notes and just scheduling everything. It's just been, I think, fantastic. So I think that's been really great. And one of the things I really like about the podcast is, I mean, we're all obviously all in different areas, but the thing that, I mean, I think Dan and Ryan, you can touch upon, like, from when we started to where we are now, it's honestly just doing a podcast, just having a conversation.
Yeah.
It's like just, everybody just hanging out and just talking. And I think that's something I've just like really enjoyed most, especially, from when we started the podcast and me like going OU and like traveling and everything. And, having this podcast has just been great. So it's always nice to, just have a podcast where you can just talk and, be able to basically see each other now.
True.
So this is good. But in terms of improvement or, something that I would like to see from the podcast, I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I feel like we've done a really good job, really trying to push the podcast and, going and doing as much as we can in other avenues. And, Dan nailed his answer, so I don't really have anything. So yeah, that's
Damn,
my
good.
answer there.
Way to go, Dan. Way to go.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of just fucked everybody out. With
Right,
that.
right. Let's go to David. David, what do you enjoy about the show, and what would you like to see us do?
Well, for one, obviously we came in later to the show, right?
Uh-huh.
So, we've only been here maybe 3 years now, on and off.
I would
like
say
how
so.
we all like how Pete touched on it. Like, we would have a show every once in a while, right? Maybe once a month, or really it was whenever you felt like it. And it was like, hey, you know what? We're all here, and you know what? Pete's coming in town. Fuck it, we're doing a podcast now.
Right.
So that's what it was relayed on.
True.
Like, oh, someone's in town. All right, we're doing a podcast right now in the table. Everyone, we're gonna set the mic up right here, and bam, and then it's just great to do, especially during this year. And sorry, I'm watching Duke do circles around, trying to catch his tail on the camera right now. It's kind of awesome that I caught that. But going forward, obviously, I'd like to just keep what we're doing, right? I know that it's kind of like we're doing this due to maybe because of COVID, 2020, and I want to continue it when, we can do stuff outside, like how Dan kind of mentioned, like maybe we could do something downstairs in the basement. That's something we could do. Obviously, it would still be remote because obviously when everyone's here, maybe, yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, we've got
everyone is
everybody
just,
from all over the place,
remote.
right?
So it just works great because, the odds of all of us being here, 4 of us that are remote to be here at one time.
There's
three of us,
three people.
Yeah.
With each other. So it's like a little bar table or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely figure something out. It would just be like we used to do. That's all.
Yeah, it looked like a
At
talk
a different
show.
house, different basement. That's all.
But it's like video recorded too, not just audio.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well,
yes,
we've done that before because we've done that.
Yeah, and the apartment.
The very first crossover episode we did at the apartment.
Yep.
So we do something like that again.
100%. That's awesome. Junior, what do you like about the show, and what would you like to see us do?
I mean, I feel like BK nailed it on the head for me. Is the fact that
He hasn't
we're all
talked
able to,
yet.
like,
Yeah, he hasn't talked yet.
What are they talking about? Oh man.
no, not BK, fucking Pete. No, Ohio.
Damn,
there it is.
Not
Pete,
same
you go Dan.
There's the H
You have
showing.
similar beards.
Yeah, I know, right? I got confused. You guys
It's okay. He's
yeah.
old, guys.
Both
He-
white.
he-
Both got
he
beards.
doesn't
They're the
know who's
same
Curry.
person.
Okay.
Not all white people look the same.
Racist.
I did not say that. All right.
So true though. True though.
I did not have those thoughts, and I did not say those words.
I did not
I
have
did not
sexual
have
relations.
sex with
There
that
it is.
But you implied it.
I'm glad you guys caught on.
All right, so what Pete
So,
said,
but,
Junior.
what Pete said,
Okay.
is that the fact that we're all able to get together and pretty much just shoot the shit. I mean, we all have our podcasts that we do. We all listen on each other's different topics and everything. But the fact that you're like the center of all of this, and we're all able to get together, bullshit, talk, and things like that, and just pretty much be us. Like we all know where we're at, as far as like sports standings, anime standings, things like that, and we're still able to just have fun with it.
Mhm.
As to where I want to see this going, I mean, I'm thinking big. I'm thinking fucking like radio station studio type of shit, where like every week we have somebody else come on, and maybe even celebrities, talk about shit, something
Joe
like that,
Rogan
but
type
something
shit.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. And just shoot the shit, just have a fucking grand old time with it.
Awesome. Good job, Junior. That was a good answer, too. Metal Mike, my man, what do you like about the show? And what do you want to see us do moving forward?
Sure. Well, I like how big it's gotten.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
How it
You
started
like
with
it big, don't you?
sports.
Yeah, growing up.
How it started
Right?
with the
That's
boys.
why I love it.
Wrong
Crazy
show,
and
Mike.
everything.
Wrong show.
Can I talk? Can I talk, please?
Sorry, Mike.
I didn't know this was a Yowie episode. What the fuck?
Oh,
Oh no!
You had to just bring it back to me.
back to you, Mike.
You always make fun of Junior. That gets you back on track, Mike. You're welcome.
Yikes. Yeah, I like where it's going. I like that it's more diverse now. It's not just sports and fucking games. We got the anime. We got all this other stuff, and I like the politics episode you did with BK. I put it up on YouTube. I watched it from beginning to end, and I was entertained through all of it, even though it's
Thanks.
politics. You guys do know what you're talking about, and I want more shows about politics with you guys in it.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, but what I would like to
That's
see,
you, insist.
huh?
Go ahead, Mike.
God damn it! What, Dan? What? Talk. Go
No,
ahead.
he's telling you could go ahead. He insists.
Go ahead. But go ahead, Mike.
Go first. Insist.
But where I would like to see it go. I want a show about like interesting spots, interesting locations. Like we got Bachelor's Grove Cemetery here in Illinois. We got Waverly Hills Sanitarium down in Kentucky. Places with
lame,
a
but
history,
okay.
places with a history or a spooky setting. I want to have episodes about places
Why does it
like
sound like
this.
you're about to cry? Take a deep breath. Everything's all right.
That's just how I talk.
Because he can't breathe.
Yeah, that's just how I talk. I'm getting into this.
Musa.
But like,
Musa.
like episodes about like explaining the history of what went on there. The phenomenon that goes around there. That'd be fucking cool. Even if it's
What would you
just
call
like
it,
a,
Mike? What would
even
you
if
call
just
it?
like a Halloween special episode,
Mhm.
or like a regular ongoing thing. There's plenty of fucking spots. to
I
pick
got an
from.
idea. You know how there's like virtual tours going on right now?
Yes.
Everybody pitch in some money, and we'll send Ryan out there with a stream cam to like the most haunted places, and
There you
he'll
go, bro.
do a tour of that.
We already have Erica doing that. I'll just send her.
There you go.
We'll let her do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But like like something like that, more more like spooky, more interesting, historical part of it.
What-
That'd be
What would
cool.
you call it?
What? Oh yeah.
would
Do
you
you, have,
name
do
it?
you have a name off the top of your head?
History with the boys.
Nice, dude. Solid.
Basically, that's it. We're gonna do gaming with
else.
the boys.
I don't know what I would call
History
it.
with the boys.
No, but
History and stuff.
history.
There you go. That's even better.
Mike, I will tell you, I really do enjoy that idea to have a show like that. So I'm going to let you know that if you want to do that, I will let you be in charge of that. And you can pick a place you want us to
I gotta
research.
do it?
Just went
Well, no,
downhill.
I'll do it with you, but I'm saying pick a place. We'll research it. Whoever wants to do it, we'll do it. I think that's fun.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'd do one.
Yeah.
The
That'd be
Amityville
nice.
horror.
All right, well,
Ooh.
We'll talk about like the history of what happened and phenomena of people who've lived there. And yeah, there, first episode, bam.
boom. There it
Amityville
is.
horror.
Boom.
Run it.
Look out for it.
Now we're like the last podcast on the left.
Oh, dude, that's
Ghost
that's
stories and
I
shit.
actually really enjoy.
Dude, that is cool.
was really
shit,
good.
Yes.
Yeah, do you like ghost stories and shit?
Hell
I'm down with
yeah.
that.
But this will be more like actual, like historical, like what
Yeah,
happened.
real stuff. Yeah,
I like
real
Primo's
stuff.
idea in the chat. Best taco joints.
There it is.
Mm.
There it is.
I think he just wants to smoke.
we're just gonna say
He wants to eat, not smoke, but okay.
He
Hey,
wants to
when-
smoke any.
Yeah, at least wants to do both.
Well, you're not.
He wants to
Yeah, no,
smoke
no,
and
no.
then go try the tacos.
Oh shit.
Probably a good combo.
I'm gonna go get me a big ass burrito. Then I'm gonna go get me a Gandalf staff.
we'll get Carlos to go to different taco joints. Be like, here you go, Carlos. What do you think of them? Sal the Strongman Catrano. You've been doing this with us probably just around the amount of time that Dan and Pete and myself, just around that time. So, what have you enjoyed about the show, and what would you like to see us do moving forward?
Let's see. The thing I enjoyed most about the show is how it brings everybody together. I'm pretty sure everybody's said that. I don't know. I haven't been here that long, but yeah. I mean, it's like, especially with us all being, there's a lot of us in different states doing own things, being adults. And it's nice to actually just get together every once in a while and just bullshit and talk about things we all enjoy, sports, anime, daily life, bullshit like this. It's really cool. It's nice to still feel a part of something, even though I'm in a place undisclosed.
Yeah, from places
And,
unknown.
Yeah. And it's just nice to listen to the podcasts and still know that you guys are still keeping it up and staying true to what you guys wanted. Even though there's been some rough patches and stuff like that, it's still awesome that things are keeping it together. And what I'd honestly like to see is just for it to continue. Whether it changes names 1,000 more times, I don't really give a shit. as long as there's something I can listen to at the end of the day and just still feel a part of home, that's all I really care about.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, we will keep doing that. When the name has to stay like full is when I apply for like an LLC and I can't fuck around no more. Then it's locked in. Like that's it. Game over, boys. That's it.
Once you have sponsorship, it's like, nah, you can't be doing that.
So if you do that, do it in Delaware, no taxes.
Oh,
Looking out for you.
look at this guy. That means BK. What have you liked about the show, and what are some things you'd like us to do moving forward?
Well, I just like that I'm involved because I really only originally knew P2 just because I worked with him.
Mhm.
So didn't we just happened to just click right off the bat, and then I think I got your phone number, Ryan, from the bachelor party, and I think I kind of just bugged you enough to kind of get on. Which I think I told P2 I was going to do. I was like, I really just want to do it. And so I just refer to myself as the foreign invader sometimes.
He just kind of weaseled his way.
You're a
in.
what?
He said, "You're a what?"
For the people that do know what I'm doing, you're a what?
Oh, BK, where'd you
He
go?
left.
Where'd you go? Where'd he go?
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, there he is. There he is. Oh.
That was great.
I'm not answering that
He's
question.
like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I was
Sam.
messing around on my keyboard playing.
It was Sam.
Sam.
He's bugging. He's like Fortin Invader.
His connection.
So what? So you were saying you were bugging me until I let you on.
Pretty much. Yeah. And so I just like being included because I think you guys have a great thing. So yeah, and I just think it's a lot of fun just getting on here and kind of just bullshitting, just shooting the shit, and like everyone else said, just talking about stuff that we like, and then hopefully other people like it, and it continues to grow. I think I've embraced that. I always try to come with ideas to help Ryan and y'all just like grow, and I try to listen to the episodes and provide feedback. Like I love the Weebisodes just because I don't know a lot about that, so like I'm learning. I just like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. So I do enjoy that. In terms of going forward, I mean, it's the stuff I've already texted you about that we mentioned on the debate podcast. Just like I would like to just do more YouTube stuff, just to try to continue to like grow it. Just use all the avenues that we have in front of us to kind of keep kind of growing the audience and everything like that, because I think there's a lot of stuff at our disposal, and I'm not saying I know how to use it, and I'm not saying anyone else does, but let's just kind of figure it out together and continue moving forward.
100%. It is true. I think that what happened was, from where this show began, like I said, I was listening to the very first episode we've ever done. I found it on YouTube. I will link it later for people to listen to, but it's just me, Pete, and Dan. And boy, fucking howdy, the mics are all fucking off. Everything's all just like, it's rough. We didn't even have nicknames yet. We were just Ryan Ebner, Pete Argus, and Dan Frigo. And we didn't have the nicknames. And now I have like 10 of them. So, there's that.
As the show grows, your nicknames grow.
It's 100% true. It's like
pick one.
It's like with a new name, I get 2 names attached to it. It is something for me of just being very proud of how far it's gone. Like I said, I think that if from the get-go I really would have thought about it more, and I would have been, because I remember hearing a podcast for the first time in high school and being like, that's what I want to do. That's it. That's the future. I in my mind, because originally I wanted to go to school to be a radio broadcaster on the radio, like sports commentator, have my own sports show. That's what I wanted. But I also liked a lot of other things. Like I used to watch G4 with Olivia Munn, and I immediately was like, I want to talk about video games. That's what I want to do. And there's all these avenues, and I remember telling somebody at school and being like, podcast is the future. Radio is not going to be like that. It's just not. This is so much easier. Every person can do their own. Like Sam touched upon with Joe Rogan. Like, look how fucking, Jesus Christ, like that's insane how large that got, and that's, Spotify paid millions of dollars just to get a podcast on there. Now, I'm not saying that that's where we're going or anything like that, but it's baby steps. But I just am so proud of the beginning, and then listening, because what I did was I listened to those, and then I listened to Second City Entertainment stuff that we did, and then I've listened to early Big J and BB show stuff that we did, and then now where we're at now, and it's just there's an evolution there, and it's really great, and I don't even think we've even touched the surface of where we can go with it. Being able to bring everybody together is great. I love that very much, and to be able to be, I think Junior said I'm the center of it. That makes me extremely proud to do that. I love it. To be able to go from sports to video games, to gaming, to whatever the hell else we decide to do. You know, the political episode, I actually enjoyed that a lot. That was very fun to sit there and just shoot the shit with BK about politics, but about where we're at right now. And whether you agree or you disagree, I'm glad at least people listened and they were entertained. Moving forward, one is the consistency, which is something that I kept griping to myself about for years. I'm like, I really just need to be consistent. I feel like if we're consistent, like, we're gonna nail it. If we're consistent, we're gonna nail it. And it just didn't happen. And I thank David so much for eventually being like, okay, we're gonna do these shows every Thursday. We're gonna do it on the stream. This is it. We're gonna hold ourselves accountable. This is the schedule. This is what we're doing. And that helped so much for me to just be like, okay, now I know. Every Thursday, 9 p.m., boom, I'm here, and I'm doing a gaming episode. And then I took it, and I was like, okay, now let's get structured with these episodes and these. I think that helps so much. It helps to grow an audience as well because they know when to expect the content. It's not sporadic like pizza where we would be like, oh, all right, 2 months, let's do a sports show. Or like David said, oh, fuck, someone's in town. Let's just fuck around and do a podcast. Fuck it. We're in a much better spot now with that, and that's great. I like the ability... like BK said, like, he just bugged the shit out of me until I was like, all right, bro, come on in. Which was also really good because it also added another voice to the show. But it also, when people talk about 2020 being so shitty, and in many ways it is, obviously. But the best part that came out of 2020 for me personally is that the show was able to grow so much from, I would say, May until now. You know, we went from an average of like 7 listeners to almost like we're near 30 average listeners a show. That's pretty crazy to me. And I know when we were playing WoW earlier, Sam, you were joking. You're like, oh man, 9 listeners or like 10 listeners, and 9 of them are my friends. And I started laughing because I was like, that is so true. But now I'm like looking at it and I'm like, wow. Besides like the group that listens to it, there's like an additional 20 people that I don't know listening to the show. And I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody listens to it, all the feedback we get. I love every bit of that, including, you know, we got Carlos on the show before. That's awesome. I've had, you know, my brothers on the show and anyone else that ever wants to be on the show. That's so great that we could just be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's just get you in. What do you want to talk about? We'll talk about anything. Mike bringing up the historical thing. That's awesome. That's something that we could do that's different, and it's just more content for us. BK and myself, and I think everybody else, we've talked about unboxings and what are we going to do with next-gen consoles coming out, right? I mean, most of us in the group are going to have a next-gen console around that launch window, so we should use that, and let's attack that and push that out there because that's content, right? That's relevant content. So to have that and to have the energy of everybody behind me and everybody's working together and everyone doing their part and like bringing different ideas to the table, that helps so much. Because I will tell you, you know, when was that, David? When I did when you guys did the takeover episode with you, Mike, and Junior, that was a few months ago, I believe. And I was so burnt the fuck out. I was like, man, I cannot just keep grinding and trying to come up with content ideas, and I'm tired. And like, it was before we started doing it this way where everybody was on, so I was like, I can't, I don't know, I need a break, but I want to keep shows going, but I need a break. And then David and Mike and Junior stepped up, and honestly, I would like more of that too. I would like more of, hey man, I want to do a show, can I do it? And you don't have to do it if you want, but I want to do it. Or from anybody, you know, I want to host a show, go ahead. That is all me. I do not have to host it to be there. That's perfectly okay with me. So if anyone ever has an idea they want to do with, you know, just them, or, you know, example, say Dan's like, hey man, I really want to do this show. And let's say like Mike's super interested. We're going to record it. Will you upload it? Well, go ahead, dude. I will send you all the info you need and feel right ahead. That is awesome with me. Because I think that
well did that episode do?
I think it did really well.
Takeover.
Yeah, I think it did really well. I think it got over 20, which is good. I mean, it's solid for me. You know, I enjoy those type of things. I loved it because I got to sit back and listen to a show that, yeah, it's like the brand I'm a part of, but it didn't have anything to do with me, and I loved it. I was like, this is great. So I would like to see more of that. I would like to see more of other people being like, I'm going to host. All right, go ahead. I will give you the keys. No problem. No problem at all.
Just clean up afterwards.
Yeah, just vacuum the car out when you're done. Right. Besides that, just doing what we're doing, continuing to have a great time doing it, keeping the fresh ideas flowing. I love that a lot. I want to really focus and hone in on the YouTube editing and stuff like that, and making that more clean, because I think we got to a point where the podcast got so clean. It's I enjoy what we put out now, that now if we can get the YouTube part going, I think we're golden on that. So, but at the end of the day, I love doing this with everybody. I appreciate everybody that's been along for the ride, and this is only the first 100 episodes, so we'll see where we go in the next 100. So I am super, super excited for that. I mentioned earlier the new schedule, so I don't have to go over that again. But I will touch upon that. We are speaking of new ideas and things we're going to do. I thought of it. I was just literally sitting there yesterday because BK, you kept telling me how you're getting Watch Dogs Legions at launch and Assassin's Creed and all this stuff. And I know you're working on what you want to do with when your consoles get there. And I was like, maybe from a content perspective, this would be really good if we start to, because my biggest thing always was making sure, like, it's great to come up here and bullshit about, let's talk about, I don't know, like video games from like 20 years ago, or 10 years ago, or a sports thing that happened like 5 years ago. Like, that's all great. I like doing that. But also when you're creating the show and you want to see numbers increase, you also have to try and make content that is relevant to the time and what you're doing. So I took it. I was like, you know what? How it would be really cool if I can get some of these games when they launch and play them for a few hours or so, like let's say 5 to 10 hours, and be like, that's a first impression of it. This is where we're at. So BK and I both know pre-ordered Legion, so we'll do that because that comes out in like 4 days. So we'll do we'll do that. We'll play a few hours. We'll do a first impression. That will be the show. But that's with anything. Like, if any games come out, or anything that really comes out, right? Dan, you touched upon the technology standpoint, or whatever else you guys want to review. Just let me know, and let's do that. Let's jump in. If someone else is playing a game and you guys want to talk about it, then let's do it. I know Age of Empires is out, so if anybody besides David and them, or you guys are playing Age of Empires and you want to talk about your first impressions of Age of Empires, then let's do that. Things like that. I think would be really good to continue to grow. So we'll start that with Legion. I'm super excited about that. So, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I honestly think if P2 wanted to, I think because he and Molly do a lot of them puzzles. Like, honestly, I would be down for a P2 and Molly Argus puzzle review. Even if it's only like 5 to 7 minutes, I would be down for that.
That would be pretty great. That'd be pretty great.
Like putting puzzles together.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, they put puzzles together. You should check out his Twitter, man.
I'm saying you can literally, like, I know, I don't know. There's a lot of people out there like do what I do is I listen, like I'll put a YouTube video on, or like I'll put the podcast on, like an episode I've already listened to, and I'll just go to sleep.
Oh.
Like, it's just, I like the noise. So like usually I like find videos that are like 7-8 minutes long, something short, or sometimes even hours long, and I'll just listen to the noise of people talking, and then I'll just go to bed because it helps me go to sleep. Having somebody like something super soft, not like a game or like a game review, because then I'm like, oh shit, what's that? Like, let me wake up and look at this, and like let me roll over and look at this. But like, hearing just two people talk and like having normal conversations, and then like while they're putting a puzzle together, that would be like a YouTube video of that for the podcast channel. I guarantee you would get a lot of views.
I think it's probably just because we've gotten used to the fact that we've had so many parties at your place. Everybody's just loud as hell, and
so
I mean, get tired. Everybody's still going.
He said soft talking though. We gotta do like a special,
like screaming one for me, yeah,
like a special cooking episode for you, where it's nice and soft. And you pick the butter, like you spread it. You spread the garlic butter all over it.
Like if y'all have a Christmas party this year, y'all have to record it so I can sit there and sit in a chair and just go to sleep to it. Everybody's screaming about baking.
I'm gonna start.
I think
ending the show.
every 10 minutes it should be screaming and then whispering. It should like alternate.
Yeah.
Just like to keep you on your toes. Yeah.
Sam's like, oh. I'm gonna start ending the show, Sam, with "Stay breezy" and good night, Sam.
I think we're talking about ASMR now.
Either or, dude. Whatever gets the views. I think though the big thing here is that Sam just likes Pete's voice, so he just wants to hear Pete's voice while he's doing some puzzles.
Okay, listen, I was trying to say it without being weird, all right?
Oh, man.
I don't think so.
Man.
The slow strokes there.
Cat's out of the
The slow
bag,
strokes.
Sam, right now, I already know that you're giving me a hug virtually right
Yes,
now. So,
I
yeah, I
am.
already feel
You're
totally
on video.
molested.
Give him a hug. You're on video. He can see you.
No, I'm totally molested right now. I can just feel it. I can.
Do that
I mean-
turnaround makeout.
Just like
I mean, it's
real
not like I
quick.
hate it though. I don't hate it.
There it is.
I mean, I don't hate it. But no, BK brought up a good point though. That'd be awesome. Like, yeah,
I think
let me talk to Molly about doing the puzzle thing. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I like
Yeah,
it.
come
You guys are always
know?
doing them.
True. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, we could do a few reviews. We've done a few puzzles here the last few months. We can do that.
Like the
We
one
can
where
I feel like you guys have done a ton.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do a lot of puzzles.
We've done a few, like 90.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Well, that's
90.
just a few.
Hey. Yeah. Give or take 100, you know?
I want to see you guys make a model, like a ship model or something.
Should we
Like
do
a Star Wars.
You know what? Let's just buy the Millennium Falcon right now.
Yeah,
We're gonna build
The Lego.
some Lego shit
you know
right
what you
now.
guys should do? Is get some of those, like,
reviewing board games and shit.
you guys should get, like, some of those, like, puzzle boxes and try and figure them out. Those are cool.
Mom and
Okay.
Pop's reviews.
Puzzle boxes.
That's the name of the show.
This is Puzzles with Pete and Molly. Welcome.
Bro, there. It
That's
just
right,
rolls
it's
off
not
the
a bad
tongue.
name, right?
It literally just
Just
rolls
write
off
it
the tongue.
That's
Write
actually
it
not
down.
a bad name. Molly and Pops.
Molly and
Molly and
Pops.
Pops. There we go.
Molly and Pops.
How old do I sound? What am I, 80?
I mean, look, if Molly was doing the puzzles with Junior, you'd call it Molly and Pops. Makes sense. Fine.
Molly
you
and
know, me
Grandpa.
too.
Molly and oh God. Jesus.
You know what? I'll have Dan come up with the name. So, Dan can come up with the name.
It's gonna be puzzles and stuff. Watch.
Puzzles and stuff.
It's gonna be puzzles with the boys.
Yeah.
No, with Dan's, it's not going to be puzzles and stuff. It's puzzles and shit.
Puzzles and shit with the boys and
Putting this
Molly.
shit together.
Yeah. And the opening is going to be, all right, so this is puzzles and shit. Today we're going to put some shit together.
Hopefully, it actually makes a picture that makes sense and not just shit together.
No lie, I would watch that.
There it is.
Okay. You put it together today.
I love it. Dan, I think you were
Mike's
trying
just
to squeeze
watching
in
it.
there.
And
I was trying to say we should do reviews of like board games and card games and shit.
Mhm. I also, what I want to do for
Okay.
one episode is I keep telling, I think, Mike, is it you I told that I have that, it's like Cards Against Humanity, but it's all anime, and it's like all anime based, so it's like, who the person
Sounds
that
like something
most
we
likely
talk
to
about.
watch hentai has to do 3 drinks. I think that'd be super fun.
Junior-
With
Junior
some of
Starring.
us, with some of us in the show, I think that would be fun to do. I think that'd be pretty good. We'll do it for a week. We'll do it for a week.
So, no, when it comes to that, and like, of course, you know, adult drinking or whatever, the first 2 cards, I'm gonna be out of the game. I guarantee you that.
I haven't even opened it yet. I've had it for months.
God, it's like playing 21 Questions with the neighborhood slut. Get some dignity, man.
Isn't that you, Mike?
Oh,
Yes.
sorry, dude. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, did BK make it on time? Yeah, he did, but I did not. Sorry, everybody. My bad. Let's see.
I like how it was late once, and that's the thing. Late one time.
It happens.
One time.
It happens.
It only takes
One
one
That's all
time.
it takes.
Yeah.
It was like the time when I
Like
was.
when they
Because-
put a mech
because
being
Ryan
old one
said-
time, and you see how
Ryan
that
said-
goes.
Yeah, you know what they say, man. Build 100 bridges.
Okay, you can't.
Suck one dick. You're
say
not a
anything about
bridge builder.
Ryan's the kind of person that tells you I'm on my way, and then 25 minutes later he's at your house.
You talking about
No,
me?
you said Ryan. 25 minutes later, you're bugging. More like 6 hours. This man would be like, "Hold on, I'm taking a shit and I'll be there."
No.
Calls
He doesn't even.
you 2 days later, and he's like, "Hey, I'm
Doesn't tell you
outside."
No, he's like, hey, I'm leaving now. Like, cool. And then fuck, I can make a sandwich. I can watch a movie. You know, take a shower.
I think you graduated at that time.
Bro, it's like today I texted Mike when I got home. I was so tired after work. I was like, Mike, I'm gonna take this power nap. I'll jump on and we'll go through the music that you want to do for the intro video. He's like, bet. I woke up. It was like 2.5 hours later. I was like, damn, that was way more than a power nap. My bad. Oops. But yeah, I am fashionably late. Fashionably late to a lot.
Tell my parents, you know, hey guys, Ryan's picking me up to go somewhere. Okay. 35 minutes later, is he coming to get you? I don't know. I think he is.
I would just be sitting by my door. My mom would be like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going out with Ryan." "Where you guys going?" I don't know. And then I would just go downstairs and I would just be laying in my bed and my mom would come downstairs and be like, "Where's Ryan?" I'd be like, "I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. This guy never shows up."
I'm taking a shit, bro.
What time are you guys going
This
out?
would be like,
What time are you guys going out?
this
It
would
was
be
like 2
What
hours
do you
ago.
do? What do you do? Why do you tell us you're on your way when you're not on your way? Why can't you just tell us when you're on your way?
It's a great question.
this is the question the world needs to know. This is the ever looming question of maybe if you answer this, 2020 will get fixed.
Forget the secrets of
giving
life.
you a notice.
Why is Ryan
hour
always
later to
I
get
like
there?
how the 100th episode is the roast of Ryan.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You're the center asshole.
I'm the nucleus. I'm the powerhouse. I'm mitochondria. I'm the powerhouse.
Oh,
So,
thank you, boo.
Wow! Did you say mitochondria are the powerhouse? Wow! Hey,
It's the only thing I've ever learned from school.
nice.
A squared plus B squared
think
equals
I know.
C squared.
Pythagoras
Yeah,
theorem.
there it is. There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
What's up, bitches?
Why am I always late? That's a great question.
I
don't-
think it's just he just has to make it a point to do it now, because then people would think something's wrong with him if he didn't.
Yeah. Like if I'm there early, it's weird. I do that with everything. Like if
it's that time.
like if
You're just like, hey man, we're gonna go get some fucking food. Come get me. I'm on my way.
Except for concerts. Except for concerts. I remember when you came to pick me up to go to the Rob Zombie concert. You were there on time. We even had time to get some food and shit. So
that's because my dad was driving.
Props for that one.
He was hungry.
No, you were driving. He
Oh,
came to pick
I
me up.
drove?
He said because he was hungry.
I think it's because it's a show. I'm very good when it comes to like for movies. Sam can tell you. I'll make sure I get there fucking early for a movie. I don't fuck around with that.
I don't know. There was one time where you were like, all right, I'm on my way. I forgot what movie
Are you
it
talking
was.
about the
and I
Batman
sat
versus
there.
Superman one? And then like Danny was running late because then he forgot he had to poop, and then like we get there and then I forgot my wallet. I had to run back. It was like a big process.
No, bro. It was like he pulls up to my house and I'm like, Ryan, the movie starts in like 3 minutes. You're like, yep.
Hello. Yeah, usually I'm really good about that. I get real mad when people aren't good about the movie thing because I want to. People, I don't want to see the previews. I do. So like I make sure I'm there for that. I got my popcorn, get my soda, the process.
My favorite thing is going to get food with you. You'll be like, oh yeah, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I'll just go upstairs and make like a sandwich. I'll pregame to go eat because I know it's about to take 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I don't want to eat too much because I don't want to be full, but I know I'm gonna be starving by the time your ass shows up.
Holy shit!
Like have a small burger or two, just to have something.
You.
You'd be the worst first responder ever.
I would. Yeah. Sorry, my bad, everybody.
Man.
I'm a
When they
little
get there and the
late.
house already burnt down, it's like, oh shit, my bad.
Oh, the fire was over here.
I was pooping.
Okay, sometimes I forget you're coming by.
Oh shit!
You call, you're like, hey, I'm outside. We were hanging out today.
Why the fuck are you here?
What is going on? Yeah, it'd be that way sometimes.
They do.
I don't have it. Like, concerts are different because I want to be there and at the set time that I have to be there, things like that. When it comes to hanging out, Yeah, I'm really bad about that. Like
when it comes to hanging out, I don't give a fuck about you guys.
Yeah, low key, like,
Like,
the
I
gist of
honestly
it.
don't.
unless it's something that like I
be there when I be
knew,
there.
like I knew ahead of time for like days, and like it's a like you know, no, because like when we do the big parties, I'm usually there pretty early because I help out. I'll get there early, but like when it's like for instance, if Jose asks me, hey, or he'll text me and Nick and be like, you guys trying to come over at like 9, and he'll text me during the day that my ass won't show up until I know someone else already went. I'll be like, I'll just chill until somebody else gets it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll get there when I get there. All right. Party don't start till I walk in. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. I am.
You guys doing a sweater party again this year? Or
I have
no,
no-
because of COVID.
I have no idea. I have my own sweater party right here on the show.
Who's even still there?
Well, yeah. Well, no, we're all still there.
I'll come up for the sweater party. Whatever. Fuck it.
There,
Fuck
boom,
it.
right here on the YouTube channel.
I have a few weeks. I have a few weeks to like
I,
use before the end of the year. It doesn't roll over,
Oh,
so I gotta
hey,
use it.
PK, who said you're invited?
Oh,
Oh man.
Guy invites himself to the show, invites himself to the sweater party.
correct. You're not lying.
You know the address? You know your
Wait,
Yo,
wait,
this is just
BK,
a roast.
Dan's just mad because he's not even going. So
Oh yeah. Wait.
I mean, he
speaking
wasn't
of going,
invited,
Like
so.
DK's taking Dan's
Wait,
spot.
who's Dan?
Are you even going? Are you
wait,
even
who's
going?
Dan?
Wait.
Are you even going?
Dan, we have a question we need to get to the bottom of. Me and Mike, we were thinking about it. We need to get to the bottom of this. Last week, you checked in that you were going to Melissa's birthday party and you weren't there. What the fuck
Where
happened? Where were
the
you?
fuck were you?
Oh.
I was there. You didn't fucking see me?
No,
Did
we
you shit
looked.
me? Is it one of those things where you're like, hey, never like the party? Like, oh, were you there? Yeah.
I mean, it was a costume party, so maybe he was there.
I was there, dude. I was there.
He
It's
was
like
the-
the whole thing where you guys tell me about a story, and I'm like, dude, I was the one that was with
Oh,
you. when
yeah.
that happened.
That's
How many
like-
times did that happen?
If it turns out it was that chick that was hitting on Tito, and that was Dan just dressed up, that's gonna be a plot twist.
Tito's cute.
Tito's cute.
Little meatball.
It's a big plot twist right there.
Oh my god. That is true though. Yes, it used to be a thing where people would tell Dan stories and Dan's like, "Yeah, I fucking know, I was there." And like it happened. It wasn't like just me. It was everybody did it too.
No, and then, and then it'd be the opposite way too. We'd be talking to Dan. It's like, dude, remember when this is like, no. It's like, yeah, you were there. It's like, no, I wasn't. Oh, right, you weren't.
Tough times,
Fuck
dude.
off.
Tough time. Oh, fuck off. But it's okay when Ryan's getting roasted. No fucking
Right.
problem over here.
He's sensitive. He's sensitive.
This is a
Leave him
big
alone.
hour, asshole.
Yeah, at least Ryan rolled with the punches, man.
Hey,
Come
hey,
on.
hey, Dan, remember at your birthday? Were you there?
This isn't Dan Frigo's story hour, okay? Let's go back to Ryan.
Oh.
Okay, back on track. Roasting hour's over then.
Holy shit. There it is.
And you know what, Mike?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Mike.
Well,
We're waiting on this one.
And we're waiting.
And then.
I remember-
You say that one more time. I'm gonna go in there and beat the shit. And then.
Oh yeah.
And then,
Look,
in
damn,
there.
Carl's calling me out for being late. This is unreal. Leave me alone. All right, God, I'm a man that has important business and deadlines. Okay.
deadline.
Deadline's
Already
busy.
had-
Doesn't meet the deadlines, but he's got him.
No, I,
He's got people to see, dude. What the fuck?
I'll never forget Dan telling me, bro. You know what I learned? If you have people come up to you and you just tell them, "Sorry, I can't right now. I've got deadlines." They just leave you the fuck alone.
I swear to God, dude, you do. I mean, I gotta walk away, man. I got deadlines right now.
You want to know what another great thing to do to people is? Is like people will be saying something, and you know they're about to come talk to you, and you're like, oh god, I gotta make sure I finish this. I gotta make it to this party. I'm gonna be so late to this party, and everybody's like, oh god, that guy's really gotta get somewhere. Nobody will talk to you, and I've learned that because I do that here. And for the people that know where I am, it makes absolutely no sense because there's no fucking parties I'm going to.
Can't go anywhere. What the?
Can't go anywhere.
Or nowadays, you can just
For everybody really wondering where I am, I'm in jail.
Oh,
I thought you.
we called him collect.
Oh, nice, man.
He's recording this podcast like on a butt cell phone. He's smuggling it up his ass.
his boyfriend's just like,
That's
honey,
called
we almost
dedication.
done.
He's got the antenna, like trying to go out the cell board. Like, hold on, I gotta get reception up this way.
So is this like your one phone call? Is this what you did?
Yeah. That's why I'm not on. That's why I'm not on video, just voice.
Holy shit! Yeah, I love it, bro. That's so funny.
How much is bail?
Oh, you missed it. We talked about it earlier. It's about like $3.6 million.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be in there for a little
We're
bit.
just shy of it.
Yeah, we just hit $50.
I'm gonna be in here for about 6 years, if not longer. So.
God bless you. Holy shit. Let's see.
No, if anybody's listened to the podcast, you know where I'm at.
Yeah, dude.
Hey Sam, do you remember when Brian? Do you remember when we were doing like our first like live podcast or something? It was at yeah. He knows. Do you know Ryan?
Yes. Yes, I'm aware of it.
Can I say it?
I don't think we can say it because we're on Twitch. I don't think I can say it.
I know. But we know what it is. We know.
Oh yeah, we remember that one. Pete remembers that one, and Pete remembers the other one with just Dan and Joey. And you, Pete.
I know you were gonna say it too. Yeah.
No, that one wasn't live. It was the first podcast I was ever on.
Oh yeah, the first.
It was the first podcast I ever
It was a
did.
live one though.
Yeah.
We just started doing live podcasts.
Yeah,
too,
because I started doing it where I would use Blog Talk Radio, and it would record it live right there, so I wouldn't have to do no editing. I wouldn't have to do none of that shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm lazy. And we were doing it, and yeah, Sam just, I was like, damn, we gotta roll with it because I can't edit that out. So here we are. It's all right now. Holy shit.
Is mine worse or his worse?
Yours was not as bad because I was able to cut it.
Yeah,
it was terrible. What you said, was much more terrible.
Fuck.
What you said was
What you said was awful.
He managed to hit the delay button on that one.
I put myself in the ass on that one.
Yeah, it was
People
good.
who annoy you.
Oh yeah. I can't say that live. Sorry.
The fact that we all know Dan and how he is, like, without him even saying what he said, we know what he said.
Right? Yeah, it was bad. It was like
so bad.
the fucking last Twitch stream. Dan comes in late to the show because we're talking about stuff after the show. We're still on Twitch because David usually doesn't cut it right away, and he just said some shit. And like we were like, I'll never be. Mike's like, whoa, you can't say that. He's like, what? And we're like, we're still on Twitch. No one fucking told me that.
Still live. Like, why the fuck are you still live?
It was funny because everyone got quiet immediately afterwards, so it's like it wasn't confused. Like everyone definitely heard it. We're all like,
You can't do that to me, okay? I can't be censored. What I don't know. I'm supposed to be censored.
Like, I remember I stepped away. I came back.
I didn't know
everybody's fucking yelling at Dan about it.
The podcast was done. It was like 15 minutes. The podcast was done.
Like,
in your defense, it was done, but also in your defense, I mean, should you be in the hard place? I don't know. But
I just remember coming back and everybody was Dan and you were.
Out of context, it sounds really bad, but the word isn't that.
Nah.
Dan, you're not.
You're good, Dan. You're good, buddy.
Digging deeper.
I feel like you're custard right now. This is a hill you do not want to die on.
Oh,
My
man.
fellow Americans, I apologize.
I thought
I
when,
state my regret.
God.
when we
I was
did the political episode. Oh,
waiting for the
sorry.
ban hammer.
Oh, the ban? I know. That's what I thought. I was like, damn, we're gonna get David banned, and we didn't even do anything. It was Dan after the fact of the show was over.
Shut the fuck up.
It's cool. It's cool. It's
He's
fine.
still here, isn't he? He's still here.
Yeah, he's still here. He's still here. Twitch.tv/Undead Red Bull.
I think people respect you more for that.
I don't think so. I'll be honest with you.
Oh my God. I don't think so.
I don't. Dan and Sam. The other day we were doing the political show.
I'd be a politician, honestly. That'd
Bro,
be so interesting.
Wait, yeah, that's what I was saying. So we were doing it, and BK was working on the notes, and he had wrote out there, "My fellow Americans, welcome to Amalgamation Addresses the Nation, and all I thought of as I was doing it was, my fellow Americans, do not fear terror, but terror fear.
But terror fear. Hell yeah, brother.
That will forever be my favorite shit. Or like, Dan, what was it, Dan? I will piss on you harder than ever before.
I hope you're in darkness. Everywhere I go in America, I'm piss on you harder than ever before.
Holy shit.
Listen, I am not fear and terror right now, but terror and fear, son.
Fear, son.
Hell yeah.
Yee.
I'm Danny Kirkpatrick.
The clam and clue.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, that shit was so You're going the wrong way.
In the bed fucking
nobody understands. Everybody else is quiet and us three are just dying.
Being super silly and shit. Like, just.
Oh. Yes, I did. Holy shit. Oh, well, the next part of this I got here. We usually do the sports shows during the week, usually Tuesdays. That obviously I said earlier that will be changing, but we didn't do them this week because I held off on a sports show. I held off on a gaming show because I wanted the 100th episode to be basically this, just a train wreck. That's what I wanted. I wanted to just be a clusterfuck of shit together.
We got that covered.
Yeah, 100%.
We had no structure.
Nailed it.
We just started attacking each other.
Yeah, I know, right? I started a note.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm like, someone's gonna jump in. They're gonna start putting some stuff on there, and then fucking everything became, we don't know what to do, so we're just gonna go after Ryan. It's fine. Let's just bash him. Let's just go right at him.
What about him? What about him?
Look at him. He's late to stuff all the time. Fucking Christ. So for the people that are on our, well, I mean, anybody can really chime in if they want, but the people that are on the sports show, we usually have BK, myself, Pete, David, and, well, Dan's here, so we'll use Dan. Well,
Hey,
he's the villain.
Yeah.
He's not doing his Krav Maga, right?
Yeah.
Krav Maga or Muay Thai?
Muay Thai.
Which one?
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing the hit him with the flying crane and shit. It's gonna be fucking lit.
Yeah,
Who does Muay Thai and Krav Maga?
Dan.
Wasn't Muay Thai Brazilian and isn't Krav Maga Israeli?
No, Muay Thai is Taiwanese.
Okay. Okay, but Krav Maga isn't Israeli?
I don't fucking know.
He's just drinking Mai Tais. He's just getting
He's
drunk
just
as
drinking
fuck.
Mai Tais. That's
He's
it.
not doing Muay Thai. He's
He's like-
drinking a Muay Thai.
I like that Dan is like, I'm on a podcast. I'm gonna do Muay Thai. I'm literally gonna be Joe Rogan, guys. This is it.
Dude, honestly, I thought about
Oh my god, he is Joe Rogan.
I was about to shave everything off. Fucking go to Texas, give me my own podcast,
Nice.
and call it the Dan Frigo Experience.
Don't forget it. Well, dude, Dan, are you telling me that you want your own show on here called the Frigo Experience?
Yeah, I'm making some tattoos.
All right,
He's
Dan.
gonna start taking a shitload of DMT.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, you
it's
fucking
on.
know it, dude.
It's on the books. We're giving the Frigo Experience. We're gonna push it. We're gonna green light it.
I like
Let's do
it. I like it. We're just talking about random shit.
That's fine. Here it is. And then, like, your guests are just us, like each one of us, just at different times.
Glad to have you back in the podcast, man. It's been a while.
Been a while. Been a while. I know we just did a gaming show yesterday, but
Yeah.
it's been a while. How are you doing?
You have a podcast yourself, right? That you do. Why don't you tell everybody about that real quick before we start?
Yeah, it's the one that sponsors this one. Hello.
It's the owner of this
Like
one.
this is the day. Oh, Mike, that was something too that I didn't think about until now. That when we were talking about things we would like to do, one of the things I brought up to Mike, and Mike and I both agreed, it's not something that I want to do right now. I think that it's something that down the road, once there's even more listens and viewership and stuff like that. But Dan, you touched upon how it's like the last house on the left, and they have their own network where, you know, obviously they have a bunch of different shows that they do. That'd be something that I would like to do at some point, where like Amalgamation Nation is just the center and it's the main piece, but then you have the other shows that are branched off of it, and that's all on the same network. Whether
Sure.
it's
I
the
like that.
the sports one, the gaming one, the Weebisodes, the Frigo Experience, the fucking streets shit with the boys, puzzles and shit.
Molly and
Repeat
Pops.
Molly and Pops. There it is.
It's like, I mean,
Fucking
it's
great
almost
show.
set in stone.
Awesome that'd be though. It'd be so,
Oh man.
Molly and Pops.
there's be so much content.
I mean, technically, I am older than her, so.
So there it
I
is.
guess,
There it is.
whatever.
Damn, look at you.
I want to see some puzzles, dude.
Yeah, man.
Like really, really puzzles.
I'm actually really into this.
Dude,
You
they
should
actually
do
do
it.
some really cool puzzles.
I really wanna see
seriously,
this.
like they actually do some pretty cool puzzles.
Mhm.
Sip on some wine, get some fine, and put some puzzles together.
Well, and then
Yeah.
did y'all see the puzzle like they did? It was supposed to be of like what Indians or Browns like stadium or
Yeah.
indoor ballpark, and it was
Whoa.
somewhere else completely.
Yeah, it was a twin
You're talking
one.
about the sports
I was like,
team,
what
right?
the-
Yeah, twins. That's what it was. Yes.
What is this?
I remember I tweeted at them too, and then so did like Peter down here.
Yeah.
Like I think a bunch of us tweeted at him like, "What the fuck?"
Gave the wrong
Yeah, it
puzzle,
was
you piece of
ridiculous.
shits. It's
Guess
perfect.
what?
Then
We still did it, so whatever.
that'll
Did they
be the
send you a
first.
new one?
Yeah, well, we returned it and got an Indians one.
Oh.
Now, Pete, think about this. If you do this
What?
show and then maybe you get so much exposure, they start sending you free puzzles.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Oh
And so
my
then you
God.
don't have to buy Molly gifts ever again.
Right.
You just have the puzzles come to
Just have
her.
another puzzle.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the whole like me
He likes
never buying
that. He
gifts
likes
again.
that.
I like that idea.
Okay,
I'm all about that idea.
I want to do a Weebisode, Molly and Pops crossover where they build a Gundam.
Oh, like a mobile suit Gundam? Those
Yeah,
are so
Gundam
fucking
model.
cool. And we're just like watching them as they do. We're like, they
Dude,
Shit like tool time, like build some shit,
Yeah,
teach kick shit.
Wow.
There you go.
Good reference. Nice. I
We're
love
gonna
that.
push up right now.
I already have the flannel. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
we'll teach people. We'll
Dude,
teach
Yeah.
people.
Wait, how do you do
Yeah, we'll do it.
puzzles? Like, this is my process. I also
How
love
do you-
that as
Find the
As
pieces that work together and put them together.
as BK was saying, it was a Browns or an Indians one, and Mike just goes, "Whoa, whoa!"
we
God,
were dangerously close to the banhammer with Dan. I was like, I don't like where this is going.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think the thing was he didn't say Indians. He just said Indian. He's like it was an Indian or brown one. I think the S is cut out. The S is cut out on both of them.
Oh man.
oh no.
Junior's like, "No, Mike, it's a
It
sports
was
team."
plural. It was
Alright.
plural.
Sports when he's talking about.
Sport ones.
There's
So,
more than one.
One of them puzzles, you know those people.
oh my God.
All right, and moving
And
on.
moving on to the pick'ems for the week.
Go.
Let's
Move on.
start with Pittsburgh versus Tennessee. Pete, who do you got?
Oh, I got the Steelers.
The
I got
Steelers.
Steelers in that game. Yeah, that defense is just too good. So yeah, I got the Steelers winning.
David, how about yourself?
Steelers.
Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers. Dan?
Oh, for sure, Steelers.
BK?
I am also picking the Steelers, even though Devin Bush is gone for the year. I think he tore his ACL. He's got some knee
Yeah.
surgery. But the defense is too good, and the offense is way too dynamic. And once again, the Chase Claypool show, the next great wide receiver in the NFL. He's heading that way.
Go Irish.
Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
Notre Dame.
I will also take the Steelers. That would be a clean sweep for the Steelers across the board for all of us. So pretty dope. Let's move on to Tampa Bay versus the Raiders. Dan, who you got?
I'm actually gonna go with the Raiders on this one. I think they're being at home, they've been kind of looking pretty good this year so far, and I think the Bucks still kind of look shaky every once in a while. So I'm gonna have to give it to the Raiders. I mean, they gave the Chiefs a run for their money, so honestly, they look a lot better than I think people thought they were gonna be.
100%. David, how about you?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders also.
Oh, I didn't expect this. Pete?
I'm going Tampa Bay. I'm going Tampa Bay because their entire offensive line had to be out of practice for like 4 or 5 days due to COVID. And that Tampa Bay defense is real good. Yeah, they smacked around the Packers last week. So I'm going to go Tampa in this game.
BK?
I'm also going Tampa because Tampa's a whole lot better when that one guy, Chris Godwin, is back in the lineup. He helps free up Mike Evans a whole lot. When Chris Godwin is not there, Mike Evans gets doubled and he can't do shit at all because Tom Brady cannot get him the ball. Tampa Bay.
I will also take Tampa Bay. I like what I saw last week against Green Bay. I do like the Raiders, but I think Tampa Bay's train is just starting to get rolling. So, and now you're adding AB next week. That's going to be pretty awesome. San Francisco versus New England. BK.
Skip me for real quick.
Pete.
Oh man, well, I don't even feel confident in this pick. I'm going New England. I feel zero confidence in this, but I think New England just needs to win this game, and because it's in Foxborough, I'll go Patriots. I feel like this is a big game for Cam Newton, so I'm going Patriots in this one.
David.
New England.
Oh. Dan.
Yeah, same New England. But I can see it going either way.
BK, back to you.
Going Patriots because I always hate taking the West Coast team going to the East Coast time.
Oh, yeah. The West Coast, Best Coast. San Francisco 49ers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Although, and we'll get, Dan, that's going to be something I'm going to add to the notes. I'm going to ask you about the fights.
It's more like 12 votes over here on the East Coast.
Because it made me think of is like today, the fight was like 8 a.m. Dan's time. That's
easy.
pretty fucking wild.
Right.
Pretty fucking wild. So we'll get into that.
It was really weird.
I bet. Because I know we were at work and I was like, what the fuck? This is weird. But I will take San Francisco to take this game. Seattle versus Arizona. Will this be closer or will Seattle take over? Let's start with you. BK, are you prepared this time?
I am prepared, and I am taking my dude, Russell, hustle, big man, muscle, Wilson, going to my boy who I called, and I will keep bringing it up every fucking week, DK, the dude, Metcalf. Did I get really loud there? I apologize.
No. I was.
I
just didn't want to.
No,
Yeah, I just didn't want to hear your bullshit. That was.
Fuck you. But no, I am taking Seattle. Just they look really good. Arizona's offense has struggled here in recent weeks. I think the lack of a running game does hurt them because Kenyon Drake has been suspect, and then Chase Edmonds has been. He's done okay in spurts, but that doesn't mean shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna always lean to Seattle in that case.
Pete.
This is going to be a great game. I feel like there's going to be a lot of points, I think, in this game. Seattle's defense is not very good, but Russell Wilson's super good this year. Also coming off a bye. So I'm going to go Seattle in this one just because of that offense. But, I mean, I think for this game to get flexed to Sunday night is fantastic because I think this game's going to be back and forth. But I'll go Russell Wilson. And it'll be a typical Seattle game. He'll make some play at the end of the game, set him up, and they'll win it at the end.
Question for you, Pete. Should it have been this game or the Pittsburgh and Tennessee game that got flexed?
I just feel, well, maybe they just didn't want to move that game because that game already got moved, because that was supposed to be played, in week 2 or 3?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So maybe it was just like, you know what, we don't want to flex that one again.
Okay.
But honestly, no, that's a good point. Maybe you should have flexed that one. 2 undefeated teams.
I don't think they could
Maybe
do that because of the rights. CBS had it.
Oh.
The game.
That is true.
It's probably CBS's main game of the week.
Yep. You're
Is that the America's Choice game or whatever bullshit?
That's why I probably didn't get flexed.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Hey, man, Fox says America's Game of the Week, BK. You back off. Fox has got that one.
That's why they have such a great news channel.
Oh, man. Woo! Goddamn, David.
Hey.
I know. Hey, everyone, go watch our political podcast from the other week. I hope everyone enjoys it. We do want to start a solid conversation between everyone here. You know,
go out.
I think,
vote, baby.
Yeah, just most importantly, just go out and vote. And actually, we've already seen the numbers return, and the early voting this year has already surpassed the early voting from the 2016 election. So thank you for everyone that has voted and continue to vote.
It's because of us. Thank you.
Yeah,
we did it. Yeah, all of it.
Not due to COVID, but okay.
No, it's because of us. Don't worry about it. David, Seattle versus Arizona.
Seattle.
Dan.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
That a boy. What a homer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Homer.
I'll also go with you, Dan. Let's go Zona. Take the Kyler Murray experience, baby. Let's do it.
Your boyfriend.
He's just looking like Trubisky, but it's okay.
He's okay. He's a little faster. He makes more plays.
Yeah,
it's okay.
He overthrow shit.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Chicago versus the Rams on Monday night. David, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with the Bears.
The Bears. Da Bears. Dan.
Oh yeah, for sure, the Bears, man.
Da Bears. BK.
BK look a little frozen right now.
Oh, baby, he got frozen. Oh, fuck off. No, just kidding.
Got him shook.
All answer for him.
I don't know.
The Bears.
Okay.
Da
Da
Bears.
Bears. Pete.
I'm going Rams in this game.
Oh, gross.
If this game's played in
Such a Packer
Chicago,
fan.
I'll go Bears. But because it's out west, I'm going Rams.
Copy that. He said BK kind of sus. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bears here. This is gonna be a tough one. I think this is
For sure.
as I we talked about this game a little bit on Nay Nights yesterday, and I just think that this is probably, if it's gonna be one, that will be where it happens. Which is super unfortunate. The Bears are gonna lose that one, but it'll be tough. Both sides have injuries, but let's see if the Bears can continue on. BK, you're back in. Bears and Rams.
Hold on. My computer's had a freak out. No. All right.
What
So,
happens when you say you're an insider threat?
When you're a foreign
Oh
leader.
man.
yeah, foreign invader. There you go. Yeah, my words. I didn't pick. I've been picking the Bears all season. I didn't pick them last week, and so I feel like that bit me in the ass. I'm taking the Bears.
Nice. Bear down, everybody. Well, I guess we'll start here. Pete, do you have an upset pick?
Yeah. So I got the Detroit Lions over the Falcons.
Ooh. Let me mark that down. I have to actually pull up the odds. But all right, so you're taking Detroit over
Atlanta -2.
Oh, all right. David, do you have an upset pick?
I have the same pick. Lions over Atlanta.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, David, we nailed it.
BK,
I mean,
do you have one?
There's only really two options.
Can I double up with the Bears over the Rams?
No.
No.
Fuck you.
Now, David, you
make
said
up
there's
your own
only
rules.
two options. So what do you think?
In
the
my
other options
opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I think the other one is the Bengals over the Browns.
Oh, see,
I like another one.
I'd say Josh took the Panthers over the Saints.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ooh.
I
That's 'cause
might
you guys are going
go.
by points.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well, another one would be boys over the.
Yeah.
Washington
Oh,
football
yeah.
team.
I'll take that. I'll take Cowboys over the Skins.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep
Whoa,
on Skins
whoa, whoa,
over.
whoa.
Cowboys
Good call.
defense makes
Good call.
anyone's offense look great.
Hey, when I was getting paychecks from them, it said Washington Redskins. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Dan, do you have an upset pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Panthers over the Saints.
Nice. Damn. Let me
Who don't have any wide receivers playing this week?
They don't.
Everyone's
Yeah,
out.
Sanders has got COVID. Thomas.
Todd can't get along with anyone.
Nope.
Is he the next AB?
Could be.
We're kind of scared.
Yeah, not good.
I know P2 is scared because we were
Yeah,
texting
scared.
about trades. Probably since Tuesday or Wednesday. Like, hey, and I was like, bro, you might need to trade him.
Yeah, no, I got no. So I did put a trade in. I got Rojo for Lockett.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Oh,
I
good
know.
trade. Good trade. Good
I was
trade.
like, yep,
Good
I'll
trade.
take that.
I'm gonna
Good trade.
take the Bengals over the Browns. That'll be my upset pick of the week.
Oh my god.
That's a good one. I like that. I think there's a lot of good upset picks this week, honestly. I know we said that last week. Like, last week sucked for upset picks. This week, ripe with them. There's a lot of enticing picks.
Yeah, 100%. Just to give everybody an update where we're at this week or this year on our scores. David and Josh are tied at 21. Dan and myself are in second, tied at 20. BK at 19 and Pete at 18. Pete, you have stormed back though. You stormed back.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, is anyone surprised?
So,
Like, jeez.
He's just like, he's doing the Russell Crowe. Are you not entertained?
Yeah, right. He's all
Hey,
fucking hyped.
I'm not trying to peak yet. You
Oh.
know, this isn't playoff time yet. So,
yeah, okay.
Hey,
yeah.
he's slow playing it. He's a
Man.
poker player.
What a
That man.
marathon, baby.
what a stud.
Yeah, he's the turtle in the hair race.
There it
Yeah,
is.
he's Jordas the tortoise.
Yoitus the Toitus. Stick it on sports. Dan, I want to ask you, because I know you watch the fights. What was your thoughts on the pay-per-view? The one, that it was so fucking early. Two, obviously, your thoughts on the fights, and Habib retired. So where are you at on it?
Yeah, so it was definitely weird having fights like at breakfast time, having like eggs and hash and shit, and getting up and being tired. You're like, oh my god, like fights are on right now. Like it's usually at nighttime. So kind of threw me off for the day, but it was a different experience, just like having football start at 10 a.m. on Sundays.
Oh, true.
But um, definitely the Whitaker and Cannonier fight was really good. That was a really good main card fight that was on there. It was really exciting on both ends. Then obviously the Khabib fight was really interesting with the triangle choke at the end for submission, and then retiring. Like he's just has really good sportsmanship, very emotional speech and everything, and like retiring from UFC in the ring after having his last fight with his dad not being there. So that's pretty cool to end it that way. 29-0, your last fight, your dad's gone and everything. So it was an interesting pay per view.
Yeah, I would say I saw the last fight, and then his speech at the end was really touching. But also, yeah, the fact that it was like early as fuck. You're like, all right, I'm gonna watch a UFC pay per view. That's why I know when we set up the time. Dan's like, oh, it's going to be early because of the fights. And then he's like, wait, never mind. The fights are early as fuck. Never mind. I was like, oh yeah, that's fucking weird. Real quick, I want to touch upon in case there's anybody out there looking for a new monitor for their computer. Carlos sent me this. Shout out to him. It's $155 right now on Walmart. I believe it's Walmart. Carlos, if you need to chat, double check that for me. It's an Acer 32-inch curved monitor, 165 hertz, 1 millisecond. Is that the refresh rate? I believe that's what it's talking about. So it's $155, guys, if you're looking for it. Is it? Oh, Black Friday.
Black Friday. Resolution?
I don't know. I had to look that up. It doesn't say on here.
Probably 1.9.
Carlos?
Probably
Yeah.
It's probably 1080.
Yeah.
To be 1 millisecond at that price, it's 1080.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Walmart's Black Friday sale. Gotcha. Thanks, Carlos. It starts Saturday, November 7th, online at 12 a.m. Eastern, in-store at 5 a.m. your local time.
That's legit.
That's a pretty good one. Which, maybe that'll be something we'll do too. We'll look up all the different Black Friday ads from like Best Buy, Target, and that'll be a technology show. Pete, what are you watching?
That'd be a good one.
The Rangers hit a 3-run homer. They took the lead over the
Yeah!
Ooh.
Brandon Lowe just hit a 3-run dinger.
You love to see it.
I saw that Rosa
I thought he was just having
home
a
runs. So
season.
he set the record for postseason home runs in one postseason.
Junior, I was having a seizure.
Okay. Just thought his
They
arms
were just
going
in
all over
unison.
the place.
Yeah, they were both happening at the same time.
While
It was
we're
just weird.
While we're here, and I've got you here, Sam. We talked about this last week on the gaming episode a little bit. Myself, Junior, and Mike talking about WoW's update. You got back into playing WoW, and we've been playing it for a while now. But now the new update and everything. What is your thoughts on the new update that they put through with the pre-patch?
They definitely. They do it with every pre-patch. They just destroy every character and then make one or two classes just extremely overpowered, and it just kind of ruins the game. But with their update, they're bringing a lot out. Blizzard now really realized that this game is dying and nobody wants to play this game anymore.
Yeah.
And that they ruined it a lot. And I'm glad that they're actually taking the initiative to try and make a lot of the changes that the people have been asking for forever.
It only took them, 12, 13, 14 years?
Yeah, definitely took a long time. You could definitely see that there's a lot more people in the community coming back, especially with all the questing areas. I enjoy what they did with Chromie. You don't have to follow a singular timeline, because playing the same timeline, the same quests over and over and over again is just awful. I hated it, and that's the main reason I only have one max level character. Now they increased the speed of leveling, which I really like grinding, so I could really care less even if it was back to the classic days of grinding. I have 2 max level characters in classic, so you can tell how much of a life I had. So they increased the leveling speed. You can now pick your timeline. I really, really enjoy that. That way I can play my favorite quests from my favorite timelines. Mr. Pandaria is like one of my favorite timelines. So I enjoy that they took away the rep requirements for some of the factions. because some of that stuff is that's just awful. I don't want to spend. Yeah, that's what I meant. I don't want to spend 3 months just trying to unlock a race. But doing a 40-minute quest, I'm cool with that. Especially if that thing came out 4-5 years ago. That's really annoying.
Yeah.
I really think that this expansion is probably going to be. I can't say the best because the best expansion ever was probably Wrath of the Lich King. But it's probably going to be damn near close. The level squish is all right. I mean, I guess. I mean, some people really had a big deal with it, but I don't understand why.
Right.
I mean, it's still the same level. It just looks different.
Yeah.
So,
no, you're right.
But, yeah, from the little bit I do get to play while I'm here, I'm really enjoying it. Especially, that's probably one of the main reasons I do enjoy the increased speed. Because on the weekdays, I get to play for about an hour. Weekends is a little more lenient with my job, but I enjoy it.
Well, yeah, it's nice that you get to kind of jump in and you can actually make the most of your time. Because otherwise, if you were only play for an hour, it'd be kind of difficult for you to make any real progress, you know?
Right, yeah.
Overall, what's interesting there is you said that could be an expansion that's one of the best they've ever done. I find that interesting because I do believe that WoW in general, like my favorite part of when the pre-patch hit and I jumped on with Mike and then Junior was Mike is playing and he was like, "Oh, this is so cool." He's like, "Wow, this feels like how an MMO is supposed to feel," and that's true. Like a lot of the updates they did were quality of life things that should have been done a long time ago. Just to make the game more palpable for new people, for people that because at the end of the day, yes, every expansion you're going to get the same WoW players that come back, and you're going to get new people that want to jump in. But you have to be able to make the game somewhat sustainable, where people actually want to keep playing it a little bit longer than just for like a couple months. And I think that some of the quality of life things they did really helped with that. One big thing to me that I love so much is that little Sims diamond looking quest tracker thing that pops up on your map. I think that's fantastic. Like while you're playing, I think that's great. That's so cool because there's so many times you like be doing a quest and you're like, is this above me? Is this below me? I don't know where the fuck this is.
Like, is it in the cave? Is it in the house? Where?
Yeah, exactly. And it'll show you. So I think that's super cool too. So I am really excited for Shadowlands to drop sometime later this year. That would be dope. But I thought also the character models look a little bit better, and all the different customization you can do is actually really cool.
The customization.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How many? It's been since I want to say Burning Crusade. People have been saying, please add more customization. They're like, oh, we'll get it next inspection. We'll get it next expansion. And it never happened. And now there's so many cool things you can do with your characters, especially the druids. You can now stay in those. I don't play a druid, but I know you can stay in those like special forms. You can unlock like the glyphs or what. I don't know exactly what they're called. But you can do like the crazy cool shit now where it's like you could be like the fire feral cat and stuff like that. And
well, that's always been a thing. But what I like about the druids is with the customization is that the different hairstyles actually apply to the fucking feral cat or the bears and shit like that. So if you have a mohawk on your character, you can see the mohawk on your cat or on your bear a little bit more prominently than before.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Yeah, I think the customization was much needed. Also, congrats to Junior and Joey on getting the Headless Horseman mount. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Great job. It's been a grind.
It only took 10 years.
Holy shit.
Roughly about.
Yeah, it is rough.
Same thing with Invincible.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at least, did you have a heart attack almost this time?
No, I didn't even know I had it until I started seeing the party chat. Everybody that was running it with me, everybody saying congrats. I was about to start typing in congrats too when I saw one of my add-ons telling me, "No, fucker, you're the one that got it."
Can you imagine like what an asshole you'd look like if you're like grats? And they're like,
yeah,
fucking dick.
It just bounced right after that.
Right, like, fucking dick.
Well, Joey is an asshole because he was like, he sent me a picture of it while I was sleeping, and I woke up and I checked my phone and I was like, oh. Joey snapped me at a very odd time.
Yeah.
And I opened it and I seen the Headless Horseman mount and the text afterwards. I texted him and I was like, yo, you're so lucky. And he said, fuck you, pussy. It's been 10 years. I deserve this.
Oh man.
So just the aggression was great. I loved it.
I have seen a lot more people popping it this time around. It feels like, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if they changed the drop rate.
I don't think I want to say they changed the drop rate. It's kind of like what Sam was saying, is that the grind to get max level characters now is a lot easier than before.
Yep, I was gonna say.
Because before you had to use your heirloom gear, you had to use, experience buffs on certain holidays, things like that, to try to max out the potential. Now they took away like most of the buffs. They took away heirloom gear as far as the experience buff goes, but they made.
Oh wait, so I'm wearing my heirloom gear for no reason?
You get a
you get a
bonus. Yeah, you get a set bonus. So like your rested XP, it just gives you more reason to like sign out at an inn.
Yeah.
You keep your rested XP
like
for
if
longer.
you have like 2 or 3 like pieces of heirloom on you, like he gives you like a bonus in like your discipline stat or your intellect stat or something like that.
Yeah, so like first set bonus, rested experience is consumed, reduced by 30%. Increases your out of combat regeneration in the outdoor normal dungeons and or battlegrounds, and then gaining a level triggers a burst of knowledge, dealing 802 holy damage to nearby enemies, granting you 40% agility for 2 minutes. Defeating enemies extends this effect up to an additional 2 minutes, and then the final sub bonus is rested experience consumed is reduced by an additional 30, so 60%.
Okay.
And the only reason I know that is because I'm playing right now. So.
Smart man. I was like, damn, how do you get that off the top of your head?
Oh, he memorized all that shit. That's all I've been playing. No, but the fact that they took out the experience bonuses and just made leveling up a lot easier. I think everybody's trying to get more max level characters, and that they're switching characters to run it because you're able to run it once per day per character.
Right.
So if you got 10 max characters, or at the minimum level 45, you're able to run it 10 times.
45 is not the minimum actually. 19 is the minimum.
To
no,
get
for the chance at the purple loot box.
Yeah, 45 is for the loot,
for the mount chance.
Is it? Because I got a purple loot box. I just ran it and I'm only 27.
Right. I'd feel so
Did
salty.
you? Because they're different colors. Some of them are green.
I don't know. I might have opened it. I already opened it, so maybe I'm just bugging.
I'm gonna try it later. But yeah, I think overall, WoW's doing a better job here. We'll see what this expansion looks like. Also, Carlos, in the chat, I did. Okay, so the video game fantasy thing that we did at the beginning of the year. Yes, I'm still looking at it. I'll go over the teams right now. So Joey's got 55 points. BK sitting at -8. Rough, my guy.
Wait, what?
You're at -8 because none of your games have scores yet.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. All right, I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, all your games are coming out this month. My bad.
Yeah.
How are you going back into that game?
Slap Nugget is at 43. Undead Red Bull is at 51. Nick Evans is at 4. Mike, you are at 16. I'm at 99. And Carlos, you're at 14.
You're the only one playing.
No, all my games have already released. That's why. All my games released. Everyone else's games haven't released yet. Like, David, you still have Age of Empires 4.
Which doesn't come out. Yeah, I haven't done anything in that game since like
I have 6 games yet to release.
Yes.
6.
Yes.
So I'm okay. I ain't worried about it.
Let's see.
I stopped looking. I haven't even logged into that site in 7 months.
Man,
thanks for being a great Twitch host.
Yeah, thanks, man. These people wanted the content, bro.
We made this.
Yeah, Mike doesn't even remember.
Drafts?
Huh?
Mike was in the draft.
Yeah, like was COVID like just beginning, or did we think it was just gonna blow away, or what's
Did you just have a stroke? Are you okay?
I don't remember. We did this. No, COVID couldn't have been a full thing yet because I thought we did this.
No, it wasn't.
Because of that.
It was prior to COVID.
I think that's what fucked up like a lot of our releases too.
Yes, 100%.
Well, yeah.
COVID just fucked up everything.
It did.
Well, I'm right about this in particular. So.
Yeah, I believe you are correct on that. So yes, Carlos, that's where we're at right now. David, I want to ask you, because I didn't have a Gaming Weekly episode this week. Have you played the spoopy mode of Warzone yet?
Yes, I have.
What are your thoughts on it?
It is very hectic, I'll say that much. So the premise of it is if you die in Warzone, you come back as a zombie. And then when you're a zombie, you have to either kill two living people and get their vials to come back and respawn as a human, so you get a kill and basically win. Or you can find two on the ground and try to get theirs. So if someone already dies, their vial stays there. So if no one goes there and picks it up, you can pick it up later on. But the premise is obviously you got to get that vial before another zombie does, because that's pretty much the premise of it is. And then it's just nonstop hectic, because as if you die, basically once when two people die, another zombie's coming back. So it's constant loop of people just keep respawning nonstop. And then when you respawn with your weapons that you died with. So you don't have to go hunting again for your shit. So it makes things a little bit more hectic. It makes the end game very, very rough near the end as well. Just because of the fact that the zombies could stay in the ghost or stay in the gas, and they don't die. So they could basically just hover out of zone the majority of the game and try to creep up on people. They are OP because they could throw gas grenades. They could stun you
They can
with
track.
EMP, and then they have this like super jump where they just launch. And basically, if they get on you, there's nothing you can do about it, because they're gonna hit you and kill you before you could probably get. That's why a lot of people have been rocking shotguns. Just try to for the close combat. Pretty much just don't let a zombie near you, and you just. And then downside is now it's also at night time, so a lot of people are running thermos.
Oh yeah.
Because they can't really see. Some characters are all black, so they already blend in because it's dark. So everyone's running thermos so they could see. And then the zombies also have a constant UAV, so they basically know where you are at all times. That's another thing. It's nice though. It's
The
fun.
more you explain it, the more I just like want nothing.
Yeah,
to
if you're not
It gets
Call of
really
Duty at
hectic in
all,
the final
then you
circle.
But if you
That's my
Final
man.
Circle is hectic because it's just zombies everywhere, and then on top of that, when you're like focused on a zombie, another team is shooting you, and you're not even paying attention to them because you're paying attention to the zombies. Oh,
And like Carlos said,
that's
like
right.
the ghost
Comes out.
popping out of nowhere too.
oh yeah. So if you have a loot box, it's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
jump scare. It just pops up on your screen, makes this loud noise, and you're like, what the fuck? But now you're used to them already, so now every box you try to open, you're expecting this to happen.
I do enjoy it though. BK got himself a drink. Pete, I see you went and got the drink. Took us into the kitchen and everything. I love it. So
Shit, I've been
David,
drinking the whole
do you
night.
think that it has, like, is it something that? Well, you know what? Real quick, I got sidetracked there for a second. They have announced that Zombies and Cold at War is going to be a PlayStation exclusive for a year. You
Cold
said
at War.
Cold War. Sorry, Cold War. Not World. I got World at War and Cold War.
Cold at War.
Cold at War. Call of Duty.
Like,
Cold War. Now-
the old French Russia war where they all just died because they fucking frostbite. Yeah,
They
that's
were-
all I think of, like
Take
Napoleon.
my sweater.
Hey,
Soldiers.
I'm so
just dying in the trenches
oh, I'm so
because they're so cold. They didn't even have canned food yet.
Don't let go, Jack.
never let go.
Nice.
But with
Solid
it
Titanic
being,
reference.
with it being exclusive, David. So you said you're not going to buy it then, correct?
Correct. But if you actually read more into it, the exclusive is on a special mode. It's like a 2-player survival. It's a little bit different than the normal zombies. The normal zombies will still be on all platforms. So
Okay.
I still probably wasn't gonna get it because I didn't care for the beta. It looks too cartoony.
Okay.
Not realistic to me, in my opinion.
Don't you
I
play
probably won't get
PUBG?
it either
Not
way.
anymore.
Yes, I did play PUBG.
It's like claymation. What are you talking about? Cartoony.
Well, if you play claymation, you must have a shitty ass graphics card. I don't know what to tell you then.
Yeah, it looks shitty to
No,
me.
that
though.
game looks like garbage and still has.
You need to have a graphics card, my friend. Thank you.
I have a 2080 Ti.
Now.
Well, then you could play it then. It won't look shitty, but you don't want to.
Now, not
Yeah,
the
now,
other one.
not back then.
Okay. Let's talk about back then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ryan, it's Ryan's problem now.
Yeah, for real. The way well, let's see. Yeah, I do think that if only being a specific mode and still base zombies is available, that's okay. it would be worth it then in that scenario. As long as you can
If it
still
was
get
regular zombies, then like, all right, then no one's gonna buy your game because that's basically the only reason why half the people buy this model of that game, anyways. So, is for the zombies.
True.
True. Carlos, I'm not
True.
faking drinks over here, all right? Where's your drink at, asshole? All right? El Primo, where's your drink at, dick?
El Primo.
El Primo. That was another good episode we did, too. That was another one. Good PS5 episode. That was good. So,
I did like Carlos's insight to that. Like, I really do enjoy it when the like I complimented Junior on a episode or two there. He was like, I don't know what compliments are like, and I'm like, okay, well,
Wait, what?
he's like, me?
Like, I thought he was just like, I thought it was complimenting like everybody. I was like, oh, cool, somebody likes it. He's like, whoa, you. I'm like, wait, what?
no, like you actually like sound different talking about like the weebisodes. Like you could tell you get excited, and I super enjoy podcasts like where people are passionate about the subject matter. Like how I view it, like when you're in college, the best professors were when they were passionate about the subject matter.
Yeah.
Like because they got excited and they made you excited, and so I felt that when you were talking about the weebisodes. No offense to Ryan or Mike in this case, but like I could really feel it just listening to it. That you really like this, and it just went. And so that's why I was giving you the compliment those other times.
And he's like, oh.
Ryan, make him stop.
He's like, oh, I feel so fuzzy. But that's that is also true. Like with the Evangelion review, when Mike put that all together, and as Mike was going through it and we're explaining it, you could just tell that there was some type of enjoyment to it. I think that makes this all the better. I
agree.
Now, before I wrap this up, is there anything else anybody wants to say? A parting... Well, I'll go in order. Anybody's got parting words to say to everybody, and on the 100 episodes and everything like that, I will start with you, Mr. Pete. You're muted, though, Pete.
You're muted, by the way.
You're muted, Pete. Now I'll start with you.
Sorry. I've had too many clubs. Sorry.
How many times have you done this podcast?
No, I want to close. I know that it was a Ryan roast probably about an hour ago for a good maybe 20, 25 minutes. I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, everybody got involved. It was awesome. But no, I feel like, I mean, we only do it because we love you, Ryan. So I feel like, from all of us, I feel like you've done a great job, with this. And, we can't thank you enough, for what you've done. From where we started to where we are, we really do appreciate you, and that's why we shit on you, because it's fun, and that's because we love you, man.
It's all true.
So
You take it.
yeah,
I do
yep,
take it.
and you take it.
Thank you. BK, some parting words for everybody before we wrap this up.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to us talk about whatever you like or dislike. And please keep tuning in and tell everyone you know to keep tuning in. We're going to do a lot more stuff going forward. And we want you to be here along this journey as we all, I think, as we grow as a brand. I hope that I'm not overstepping, but, I do consider us a brand to a certain extent because I really like what everyone brings to the table. It's very unique and different. I think that's what attracted me to what y'all were doing and why I want to get a part of it is because it's not just sports, it's not just anime, it's not just gaming, it's a meld of all of them. It's an amalgamation to take Mike's word there. It really is though, and I've always loved it. And I remember texting Ryan about it when he wanted to initially go to one sports and one gaming. I was like, I was hesitant because I loved the aspect of to where I was like, okay, like this is taking multiple things I love and putting them like together. And I've always loved that, but I do like the separate episodes now, just because in case people want to skip over something, that's fine. But I love that it's taking things that a lot of people do love and like, and they're putting them into one nice cohesive package, which you don't get on ESPN. You don't get on G4, like whatever it may be. They don't put it into a nice condensed package. Because in my opinion, people like a multitude of things.
Yeah.
So I love that part of this podcast. It takes a lot of things that a lot of people love, and it puts it in a nice package out there for everyone to consume.
Yeah, I do. I mean, like the whole big thing too with splitting up the episodes was that so each topic got its time, and you weren't. I mean, this show's long. That's different. It's this is more of a celebration for us than anything, right? But instead of you getting 2 hours every week to try and digest, that is a lot. So
Yes.
to split it up into little tidbits, or whether it's 45 to an hour, I feel like that's a little bit better. So yes, I do agree. I hope everybody is enjoying themselves, and tell a friend about the show as well. Sal the Strongman Catrano, some parting words on this 100th episode.
I'm glad that it was on a weekend and that I was able to talk to all of you, and I was able to be a part of a moment that years down the road we're going to look at when there's millions of viewers and be like, yo, listen, I was part of that. We did that.
We made history.
Oh yeah.
I got to be a part of something that we all knew would blow up, but we just didn't know when.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just glad I got to spend it with you guys.
Awesome.
All right, shut the fuck up.
Mr. David from twitch.tv/Undead Red Bull. Some parting words for the fans.
It's been a great journey already to start. Obviously back earlier in the summer, like Ryan said earlier in the podcast, we basically forced each other to just stick to a schedule because I wasn't consistent on Twitch. He wasn't consistent with the podcast. I basically texted him like, hey, let's do this shit every Thursday, and we basically force each other to show up, right? So like if Ryan would bitch out, I'd be like, nah, I'm doing a show on Twitch, you have to be on. And then he's like, all right. And then it basically forced us to stay on a schedule. Obviously we missed like one or two, but things happen.
Right.
But we still stood up and still continued, and then obviously expanded off that. And it's been a fun journey, and I know we were ripping on Ryan earlier, but like what Pete said, it's all in love, pretty much. So it's great, and hopefully Junior is old enough. He lasts long enough, or when we actually hit that success peak. Like I said,
I mean, his kids
it
will
always
be here,
comes
so
down to it.
I don't know.
They can keep the legacy going.
Junior to make
fun every once in a while, so
better.
We'll see.
Junior, your heart needs to keep pumping for like another 100 episodes, so we hit a 200th. All right?
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, Junior. And with that, Junior, what are some parting words on this 100th episode?
I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm not gonna go on a fucking 20-minute tangent like BK did. So. Cheers to 100 more.
Oh, man, he
Cheers to 100 more.
He loves the show.
I don't hate what I said. I don't hate what I said.
That's right.
I'm just giving you shit, man. I'm giving you shit.
I know.
But
Guys here, so if anyone we can shoot the shit and they can't.
This is 2020. We get offended, okay?
Yeah. We're younger.
The guy that weaseled his way in, whatever.
Yeah.
But, like Pete and BK were saying, and David just mentioned, we give you shit because we love you, man. You're the center of all this, hectic stuff going on. Pretty much bringing everybody together, whether it's from the sports side, anime side, gaming side, whatever. We've all gotten a chance to talk to each other, get to know each other a bit more, and things like that. Besides just having a couple of drinks at a random ass party.
True.
So cheers to 100 more, and cheers to you, Ryan.
Thank you, sir.
I thought you said you weren't going to make it 20 minutes long, you old
It
fuck.
wasn't.
Your dementia kick in.
It was like a 2 minute.
Or like, are you just like 5 years old and like 5 minutes is like 20? So like,
oh god, it's taking forever. It's been 20 seconds. It feels like 20 minutes.
He's living in dog years.
Oh god, I'm not that
God.
fucking old.
Jesus Christ.
oh no.
Mr. Metal Mike, some parting words this evening.
Some parting words. Well, it's been awesome, really. From I haven't been here since the beginning, but from when I joined and when Junior joined and all that, we've been branching out, growing out, and hopefully that continues as a trend. We said a couple funny little jokes, but it's been fucking cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
So hopefully another 100, maybe 200, and then I'll retire and quit.
There it is. Sorry. It's a great severance package. Don't worry about it.
I was gonna say, can we get like some 401ks and stuff going?
Right.
Like, what's going
There you
on?
go.
I need help. I need
Dude,
health benefits.
The goals.
You hit the age requirement already. Don't qualify for that.
Yeah, my social
No,
That's
security.
more
the
Medicare
age
at
requirement
this
of
point.
40. Okay, I'm still within range.
Holy shit!
Probably closer to Medicare.
I said Medicare.
Hey, at least it's something, all right.
Holy shit. Dan, I saved you for the end because at the end of the day, when I stopped doing Joe's Talking Pros, you were the guy to be my right-hand man and be like, let's do this fucking show before we brought Pete in and everybody. You were like, let's fucking do this. So, Dan, I will let you say some parting words.
And remember, you're still on Twitch.
Oh, yeah, we're still on Twitch, Dan.
He also made sure to make you last because you take fucking forever to say shit.
No, I didn't.
Does he even go to this school?
Oh, Mean Girls reference. Love it.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink, bitches.
I'm totally gonna start my thing here, but before I start it, let me think it over real quick before I make sure I get everything in there that I want to talk about first.
Okay.
And then I'll start my sentence. Okay,
Okay.
ready?
Damn well you have it on a notepad already.
Oh.
So I guess honestly, it's been a very fun road actually. I really love to see how the podcast has grown into what it is today and the people we acquire to do on a regular basis along the way. The partnership with with David and his stream, and then bring the podcast on that as well, having the kind of duo dynamic team thing here, and then bringing people all across different coasts like we talked upon before. It's kind of cool to have a group of people like that. It's a unique experience to have with a group of people to do. Not everybody does things like this, so it's kind of cool when you tell people, I can't hang out tonight. I got a podcast. They're like, wait, you do a podcast? It's kind of cool to talk about, man. Yeah, man. Follow us. And, it's fucking cool, man. And just want to say, Ryan, I really appreciate you, giving me the opportunity to be a part of this journey and doing something really cool and building this relationship with other people that if I didn't really do this, it kind of gives us something to do and keep together too. Especially a lot of us being away from home, kind of gives me that home feeling.
Well, Dan, of course, it's great to have you along. I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you to the team, to all of you, to Slap Nugget, who's not here, to Joey, who's not here, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. And the fact is, we don't get paid to do this bullshit. We just do it for fun. And this is super fun that you guys take the time out of your days or out of your Saturday nights or whatever to come here and talk bullshit with me. And I appreciate that a ton. This has been, for me, an incredible journey because it's been, like I said, I listened to the old ones and I'm like, holy shit, this is rough. And then to where we are now is so fantastic. The journey, it's only part of it, right? We just started. We're still going. I think that because we have such a good team and who is focused, and there are, I always joked, I think in the beginning, I was like, bro, but what if it got big, bro? What would I do? And I think now where we're at and the idea of where we know what we want to do, we know where we want to go with it, we want to put out more content, we want to do different things, and just to see what can happen, that feels so great because it's one thing for me to be motivated to do it, but when the entire team is motivated to do it, it makes it that much easier. Shout out to Carlos for being there right away as soon as I started hanging out with him and talking to him more, and him listening to the podcast and then being a part of the podcast. That I appreciate so much. All the other listeners that we've acquired over the time, I appreciate and love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for now 100 episodes of something that I enjoy so very much. So shout out to all of you. Shout out to everybody. Cheers. And hopefully we get another 100 episodes real soon. As always, find us on your podcast platform of choice. Search Amalgamation Nation. Find us on Twitter at AmNationPod and on Instagram. Like us on there. YouTube, Amalgamation Nation. If you don't want to look that up, just go to our Twitter at AmNationPod and click the pinned tweet. It's right there. It gets you there. Facebook.com/AmNationPod. Twitch.tv/UndeadRebel. Give David a sub. Give him a follow. If you have Amazon Prime, Costs you nothing. I just give them a free every month. Just go on there and give them a free sub. So there you go. While you're there, follow twitch.tv/slap_nugget. 2 P's and 2 G's. As well, if you're looking to get yourself some Undead Red Bull merch and Amalgamation Nation merch, which we're going to come up with some new stuff shortly for that, go to undeadredbull.tv/merch. And on Twitter, @JoshBarlog. Natty Nights is on there Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, live streams, 8 p.m. Central Time, going over national sports news and Chicago sports news. I'll be getting ready to finish up my final week with that as well. So, like I said, thank you all so much. It has been a great journey. Dan, Dan, it feels so right on the 100th episode for you to take me away with the quote of the week.
Dude, my pleasure, as always. What's money? A man is a success if he gets up in the morning and goes to bed at night, and in between does what he wants to do. Bob Dylan.
Again, thank you all so much. Here's to another 100. Go fucking vote and stay motherfucking breezy.